As a painter or picture maker, what I'd like is to be at the leading edge of invention. So that does not leave room for practical day-to-day politics and issues. I've determined I'm going to do the most advanced artwork I possibly could. And I'm a Palestinian. I'm going to take my Palestinianness and Arabness with me anywhere I go. My educational opportunities are much greater here than they are for artists, Palestinian artists under Israeli occupation. The kind of mental pressure they experience, the kind of fear that is forced on them, is also the Lebanese artists, also the Iraqi artists, also the Libyan artists. I mean, life has been very, very difficult in the Arab world. And so being in America, though, we are going to be receiving a lot of horror here soon, and there's been racism and Islamophobia, but at least my opportunities to learn and gain skill were greater, and my freedom to express myself greater. I started thinking, where am I going to go? And I'm leaving. So I thought, oh, you know, where would I go? But in the end, I'm 80 and my family is here, and it's difficult to just pull up stakes and go. In my painting, as a thinker, regardless of who I am and what my background is, I am connected to the entire globe and the history of the entire picture-making tradition. That is where my intellect lives, and I will not limit it for anybody, not for being Arab, not for living in New York. I mean, people have to be realistic. There's more democracy here than there is in Iraq or Libya. There's more democracy here than there is in Israel. For Jews, for Israelis, there's more democracy here than there is for Palestinians. Palestinians haven't really yet won their democratic rights. And here, America, meanwhile, people are losing their democratic rights, slowly but surely. If you are a black person in America, life is very difficult. The number of youth who are shot by the police, devastating. It's really high. I mean, what's democracy if you can't walk down the street with a hoodie and be shot to death just because you're black and wearing a hoodie? Artists are like everybody else, and in some ways, I don't think they are different from other people in their proclivity to be political. Artists vary in their social commitment and their social position. I don't think being an artist gives you particularly capacity to do something that is different from a worker or a filmmaker. Your location in life really determines that. For students are not yet committed to a certain job, and they're not yet in the workforce, so they're more free and they are more likely to be politically active. So artists aren't different. It's not a category.